So I decided I wanted to speedrun Elden Ring, and it didn't go that well. Now, I didn't want my speedrun to be like the world record run, which uses a glitch known as the zip, which pretty much trivializes all of the game and you can beat it in under 5 minutes. So, I decided I would make my own route for a speedrun, which it wasn't the fastest, but it was mine, so I was pretty proud of it. So now, let's start the speedrun. To start off the run, I chose the Samurai class, which is, in my opinion, the best starting class. Once we get in, we run over to the site of the first boss, which you could fight, but you could just skip it entirely and jump off the edge. Next, we spawn at the starting area, which we completely skip because there's nothing there that we need. And then we arrive at the first Site of Grace, which is the equivalent to bonfires from previous Dark Souls games. Next up, we have our first run-in with Melina, someone who we will be seeing a lot of in this game. Also, Melina decides to give us the spectral seed whistle, which will allow us to spawn a horse, which we can ride around on. After that, we gotta fight our first boss, which is definitely a very difficult boss, and not extremely easy. And after about 10 minutes of horseback riding, we arrive in Caelid, otherwise known as the place that nobody likes to go to. And now, we can test our weapon against a magma worm. Okay, well, that could be a problem. So, after upgrading the weapon a little bit, I came back and was able to best the magma worm. Doing this gave us our weapon for the run, the Moonveil Katana, which is also widely regarded as the most broken weapon in the whole game. But to make the weapon as good as you can, you need somber smithing stones, which you need to do this jump to get one easily. And I just assumed that you could still do it, but due to a recent patch, you were not able to do this jump anymore. Now, of course, I didn't know this, so what you're seeing right now is about almost an hour and a half of footage compressed down into 20 seconds. And then finally, I decided to give up. Now that my weapon was almost at its best, I decided I should fight Star Scourge Radahn. And with Radahn defeated, it was time to make this game extremely easy. Although, to do this, I needed to beat the Mimic Tier boss, which, was barely a challenge. And now, it was time to have fun destroying these next few bosses in the game. Yeah, I don't like this boss. And now, quite possibly the worst boss was defeated. Now that we've arrived in Fair Missoula, we need to go run around until we get to the Godskin Duo boss fight. And now, we get to fight the Godskin Duo. And now with the Godskins defeated, it was time to move on to my favorite boss, Malekith. But before that, I decided I should finish Alexander's questline because he drops the Shard of Alexander, which boosts the damage of weapon ups. And now I was ready for Malekith. Also, I managed to kill Malekith and also instantly die at the same time. But the game still counted it, and technically I still won. And now, a boss that is in the endgame, but is probably one of the easiest bosses in the entire game. And now, it was time for the last two bosses in the whole game. So the reason why a lot of this video is just boss fights is because Elden Ring is one of the games with the most boss fights I've ever seen. I think the amount of bosses is around 173 to 200, which is completely absurd. But anyways, the final time on my run was 8 hours because of what you can see now. That jump took about 2 hours of the run. I probably could have gotten a better time if I planned out the run a little bit more or did more than one run, but I decided it would have been better if I only did one and just showed my first experience. But anyway, thank you for watching.